to all of my African brothers out there, give AFL a shot.
I'd just like to see more Africans out there in the AFL, and if it was because of me, then I'd be very happy.
You should never let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. So, yeah, they can vilify me, but at the end of the day, my dream's greater than their thoughts, and I'll turn into a positive.
Hi, Clyde Salumushwara here from Africa Media Australia. As you may be aware, Africa Media Australia is putting together a youth forum to take place on the 23rd of March 2013 in Footscray. This forum is about the youth, and it seeks to encourage African youth to take ownership of their life, show leadership, and break the barriers that prevent them from maximizing their potential. And in this context, we'll also be talking about sport and music as avenues for success. Recently, we had a chance to attend an AFL event where we were invited to have a chance to meet with some of the AFL players that were promoting diversity and multiculturalism for the football game. And we had a chance to meet with Majak Doe, Harry O'Brien, and Joe Wilkinson, who are all players with an African background. Majak, as you know, is from South Sudan. O'Brien has a Congolese father and a Brazilian mother, and Joe Wilkinson has a Nigerian father and an Australian mother. These three players talked to us about their own personal journey into the game. They also gave a message to the African youth to encourage them to pursue sports in general, and AFL in particular, as an avenue for success. I'll let you watch the three interviews we organized, starting with Majak Doe.
So today we've got a workshop, and we've got all the AFL multicultural ambassadors from all different states and teams coming down to Melbourne. And this wouldn't be possible if the AFL and the Australia Post were partners, and try and bring us together and trying to increase our brand and promote football. I think for me personally, football has helped me a lot in breaking a lot of barriers. Coming from Africa and not necessarily knowing so much about the Australian culture, football has enabled me to go out in the community, make friends, and just make my life a bit easier. Like in life, nothing's easy, and our work here of being a multicultural ambassador is to be an example to those multicultural kids and show them if we can do it. There might be barriers, it might be hard, but if you can put your mind to it, and you can achieve your goal. But nothing's easy. So I started from a local level in the western suburbs when I was about 14, and I enjoyed the friendship that I made from playing footy, and I really enjoyed the game, kicking the footy around. And as the years went on, I developed. My football went to another step, and before I knew it, I was making a decision whether football is what I want to do with my life. And to my credit, I've worked pretty hard to get to where I am today, and it hasn't. The hard work doesn't stop yet. It's still an ongoing progress. Yeah, definitely. At the football club, I've had to prove to a lot of people that I'm worth being at the football club, and a lot of people have put a lot of time and effort into me, and I think it's time for me to start deliver to those people and show them their work as not going to waste. And I think I owe it to myself and my family and the community to make the most of my opportunity. It's been a challenge in itself, not having the full Australian background. I didn't play Auskick when I was little, and picking football up when I was 14, it's been pretty hard. And at times, you may think to want to give up, but a lot of people have told me I would never make it, and I think that motivates me the most. People telling me I wouldn't get to where I am today, and I just want to make the most of my opportunity. And coming from an African background, you know, my mum and dad have worked pretty hard to get me where I am today, and I think, yeah, I just, you know, I'd just like to see more Africans out there in the AFL, and if it was because of me, then I'd be very happy. First thing is you've just got to be considerate in what you want to do. You know, there'll be challenges along the way. Seek a lot of support. Make sure you get your families and people around you involved. And if it's football, it's what you really want, then I'm sure you'll get there. Just be persistent and patient.
We have built AMA as a platform for everyone.
We want you to run your own segment about your own area of interest on AMA. If you have a business, a talent, or an idea, AMA is ready to work with you.
This year, let us make AMA the biggest and the most influential media platform for Africans and for friends of Africans. So if you can, invite us to your community events.
We have built a platform for you and we want you to use it. You can run your own segments in any area of your interest as long as it brings value to the African Australians here in Australia.
Do you have ideas and talents you want everyone to see? African Media Australia is here for you. We're happy to promote those videos of yours. We're happy to promote your businesses. We're happy to promote those ideas that are inside of you.
AMA is for you.
Please contact us, African Media Australia. AMA is here for you and we're here to stay.
Yeah, I'm Joel Wilkinson. I'm an AFL player at the Gold Coast Suns. I've got a Nigerian background through my father and an Australian mother, so yeah, that's my multicultural background and something I'm very proud of. I've been playing since I was 18. I was 17, I was a late comer to the game, so this is my 4th year in the game, and you know, something I love promoting, that no matter what age you can pick up this game and enjoy it. Yeah, initially it was great. You know, it was probably the most loving environment I've been involved in with sport. I played I reckon 8 sports growing up, and I decided playing AFL, and everyone was really welcoming and helpful, and there was a strong talent pathway to get through to the AFL, which I wanted to make the elite sport. And you know, initially I didn't have many challenges. I just enjoyed playing the game, and then getting picked up. Obviously, you know, your challenges are trying to make the first team, the senior team. I was fortunate enough to debut. In my first year, I was obviously, you know, I'm sure you guys would have picked up, I was racially vilified in my first year, my first game, and I didn't see that as a challenge, maybe externally, and not being able to say how I felt due to, you know, media restrictions and that. But for me, it was an opportunity to just showcase, you know, what actually is occurring and something we can't hide from. And then I ended up playing in my second year, and I enjoyed my first year and played my second year, and had another racial incident again occur. And for me, it just again strengthened my cause and my passion to promote equality and, I guess, promote diversity. And I was very fortunate enough to get picked up by the multicultural program, Ali and Jason Mifsud, and it's something I absolutely love doing. It's probably, to me, it's bigger than football. So yeah, my difficulties have been turned into strengths with this program, and I'm looking forward to doing our programs up on the Gold Coast now. Yeah, I promise you can play this game no matter what age and no matter what skill. That's a great thing with this game. It's not a game designed for tall blokes or small blokes or medium height. It's designed for everyone. You can be any type of players. As you see in the AFL, we've got all boys here. There's some over 200 centimetres, some there's 170 centimetres, and that's what I can say. That yeah, there's no restriction in this game, and it's very inclusive. It's such a diverse game, and there's so many assets. You love kicking, there's kicking. You love catching, there's catching. You love running, there's running. You know, I mean, that's why I love this game. And I know from a multicultural background, you know, my physical capability is probably my strength. I know it's probably similar with a lot of other diverse cultures, and this is the game for you, I feel. And, there's so many different aspects of the game which I love, and it's a team sport. There's nothing better than going to training with your team and feeling involved in a team, and that's what AFL can do. It's a vehicle for these young kids from the African communities to get involved, and I guess not fear not being included. The game includes you, and that's what we're promoting still. We know there are some incidents out there, but overall this is the most inclusive sport in Australia. Like, you should never let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. So yeah, they can vilify me, but in the day my dream's greater than their thoughts, and I'll turn into a positive, because I know there's so much more support. So if you're ever fearing there's no support, there honestly is. There's so much support from people above you, your coaches, your friends, and your family, and the AFL. Everyone supports you.
Yeah, I think on many levels there's so many benefits to become involved in AFL, adopting the sport. I think as Africans, and I'm quite biased, but I think history shows that that our attributes, physical attributes, are ones of power, strength, endurance, and in many ways are, if you look at the Olympics, are superior to others from other continents. So football is a sport that combines all of those attributes, and so it's a sport that I think Africans who haven't traditionally played this game but who are coming into Australia can make a huge impact and really be successful players. Yeah, it has been difficult. There's been a lot of hurdles along the way, but I think something that has really assisted me it hasn't been everything, but again, the natural attributes that I have, the athleticism, and I think they are genetic things. But if you can combine your natural talents and your God-given skills with a work ethic, then that's a deadly combination. So. To all of my African brothers out there, give AFL a shot, because like I said, we've been blessed with the natural abilities to be able to flourish in sport, and particularly in AFL, because it uses up all of strength, power, endurance, all of the things that we have been blessed with.